Good afternoon, I'm Paolo de Rosario. This is Newsfeed on BNC, the Bilyonaryo news channel. Philippine shares touched the 7,000 mark, a level not seen by the local market in more than 4 months. The benchmark index hit a high of 7,005.23, up by as much as 1.67% before pairing gains. Still, the PSEi index settled above the 6,900 level, advancing 54.89 points or 0.8%. Leading the market higher were the financials and service sectors, which climbed more than 2% each. Total value turnover jumped to 8.1 billion pesos, while decliners outclassed advancers 120 to 89. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris wants to increase the corporate tax rate if she wins the presidential race. From the current 21%, Harris proposes raising it to 28%. Her campaign says such a move would ensure billionaires and big corporations pay their fair share in taxes. The proposal is in line with U.S. President Joe Biden's plan, but is less than the 35% tax rate Harris proposed during the 2020 presidential campaign. It would also reverse the tax cuts implemented during the Trump administration. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden takes center stage on opening night of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. There he made a gesture politicians rarely do, willingly hand over power to his successor. Now, in his speech, Biden recalled the tough decision he had to make to ensure better chances of Democrats retaining the White House.
It's been the honor of my lifetime to serve as your president. I love the job, but I love my country more. I love my country more. And all this talk about how I'm angry at all those people who said I should step down, that's not true. I love my country more, and we need to preserve our democracy. In 2024, we need you to vote. We need you to keep the Senate. We need you to win back the House of Representatives. And above all, we need you to beat Donald Trump.
Biden came under pressure from fellow Democrats to quit the race after his shaky debate performance against Republican rival Donald Trump in June. Now, an unprecedented mid-campaign switch soon followed, with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris officially taking over as a Democratic presidential candidate. Back here at home, Vice President Sara Duterte says House lawmakers are, quote, openly discussing a planned impeachment complaint against her. Agatha Gregorio joins us on the line for more. Agatha?
Paolo, Vice President Sara Duterte told the media she is not at all bothered by the possibility of an impeachment complaint against her. However, she is not in favor of how this is happening, all because of power and politics. Duterte also revealed after a Senate hearing on the 2025 budget of the Office of the Vice President that she is aware of House lawmakers supposedly openly discussing an impeachment complaint against her. Duterte adds she is aware of this due to her friends that are also House members but are too afraid to speak up. Duterte also talked about how she ran with President Bongbong Marcos under the platforms of unity and continuity. But she is unable to see any continuity in the current administration, with big-ticket projects under the presidency of her father, Rodrigo Duterte, supposedly not being continued. Paolo?
Agatha, did the Vice President mention anything about the confidential funds under her office?
Paolo, Duterte said they will now shoot blind in their projects due to the lack of confidential funds under the OVP. The Vice President adds they will not be able to find who they are targeting for issues of security, peace, and order because of this. Paolo?
Agatha, now going back to the Senate hearing on the budget of the OVP, we hear there was a heated discussion between the Vice President and Senator Hontiveros. Can you walk us through what happened?
Paolo, that's right. Senator Risa Hontiveros initially asked about 10 million pesos being allotted under an OVP program to distribute children's books authored by Duterte. Duterte then accused Hontiveros of politicizing the budget of the government, which Hontiveros strongly denied, saying she did not appreciate Duterte's attitude as she simply asked about the book. The vice president later responded that the book is about friendship. Paolo?
Thank you very much, Agatha. That was Agatha Gregorio reporting from the Senate. The Immigration Bureau confirms dismissed Philippine town mayor Alice Guo is no longer in the country. The agency says Guo has been in at least 3 Asian countries in the past month, but admits they were not able to monitor her departure since Guo left the country illegally. The agency is still investigating how Guo managed to flee.
We have several theories on how she was able to do it. We are looking into her attempting to evade immigration inspection through the use of possibly a private airstrip, through flying out a private airstrip, or through cross-border water travel in the southern region. But definitely, this is illegal. This is not through formal channels. We're also looking into our people, if there are any immigration personnel that are involved in this scheme. But also, we are also expanding this to look into other agencies that might be complicit in the departure of Alice Guo.
Justice Secretary Boying Remulla vows heads will roll at the Bureau of Immigration after dismissed Mayor Alice Guo, also known as Guo Huaping, was able to flee the country. Remulla has issued a final warning against any erring immigration personnel who may have helped Guo escape. He urges them to either come out now and unveil the truth, or wait until he personally gets to the bottom of it. The Justice Secretary also believes Guo's camp or legal counsels are not innocent on her escape. Meanwhile, Senator Riza Hontiveros is puzzled how Guo was still able to use her Philippine passport even after it was proven that she is not a Filipino.
Senator, were you surprised na nakalabas ng unang bansa si Alice Guo?
Half surprised, half not surprised, pero very indignant talaga. Kasi, di ba, ilang linggo na siyang pinaghahanap, subject ng Senate warrant of arrest, which the Senate takes very seriously. Hindi siya nagsasubmit doon. Talagang nanginginsulto lang siya sa mga institusyon at mga proseso at mga instruments natin. Kaya lalo lang tumalas yung appetite naming lahat na kailangan siyang mapailalim dun sa effect ng Senate warrant of arrest na yan.
And those are the news this hour. I'm Paolo de Rosario. Stay tuned to BNC on Free TV Channel 31 and also on our website, bnc.ph. Bilyonaryo News Channel. Always on top.